Hey guys, Jason here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a book review for you. I finished this book a couple weeks ago, and I've just been, trying to find time to get this review made. So here it goes. We're doing A House at the Bottom of a Lake by Josh Malerman. I wanted to read another Josh Malerman book after Mallory. I read that, I don't know, 6 months ago or something, and I was pretty disappointed in that book, although I had read a few of his other books and I really enjoyed them, so I wanted to give him another try. So I picked this up, and I enjoyed it. I really did. It was, I think I gave it a 3 out of 5 on Goodreads, or 3.5, I don't know. But it was not at all what I was expecting. I was expecting like a haunted house sort of story and like a proper horror novel, but it wasn't really that. It was much. The horror part of it was very, very subdued. It was basically. It was like a romance. It was like a young adult romance disguised as a haunted house novel. And don't get me wrong, there were definitely parts of it that were like creepy and weird and stuff, but there was very little. There wasn't very much violence at all. And yeah, most of the story was around these two teenagers that were like starting to date and like falling in love and stuff. The main story is about these two kids. So they meet and they go on a date, and their first date they go out on a canoe on this lake, and they're just canoeing around or whatever. There's like this channel that goes from one lake to another lake, and then they go from the second lake. There's another like sort of hidden channel through this tunnel that goes to this third lake, and they didn't know this third lake was there. They were just kind of exploring around, and they found it. And there's no one else on the lake when they get there, and they're boating around or whatever, and they see this house under, like in the water underneath the lake, and of course, so then they get curious about it and they want to go check it out. So they go down, they dive down, and they're like swimming around, and they're exploring the house. And then, they don't have any scuba gear or anything like that, so they end up going back to town. They get some scuba gear so that they can like spend more time down there because they want to check out this house. And it very quickly becomes like an obsession of theirs. They go there all the time. They even they build this little raft, and they tether it, anchor it to the house, and then they end up. There's many nights they spend out there. They sleep on the raft by the house so they can be closer to the house and stuff. And it's very strange. There's weird stuff about it. It's fully furnished, and it almost appears that someone lives there. And I don't want to give away too much, but there's just it's got this haunted house kind of vibe going on. But they go down there with their snorkel gear, and they explore the house. And while all this is going on, their relationship builds. They start to fall in love. That's the basic summary. Now, I'm gonna get a little spoilery here. So, like I said, this is a love story, right? And in my opinion, thematically, the house kind of represents their relationship, right? They at first they're just getting to know each other, and then they find this house, and they're able to go down, and they get to the front door, but they don't have snorkels or gear or anything, so they have to come back up. And then the next time, they're able to go into the house a little bit more and explore and blah blah blah. And so their relationship builds as their knowledge of this house builds, and they become obsessed with it, and it becomes their singular focus, and it's something that only they know about. So they go there all the time, and it's like I said, it kind of represents their relationship and how that's growing. And then something happens, and the house just kind of disappears. Something happens in their relationship, and then the house disappears. And it changes the dynamic altogether. They don't really talk to each other after that for a little while. And then eventually they try to start dating again. This is like the very end of the book, so I am totally spoiling the end. They try to start dating again, and it's just not the same at that point. And so, yeah, like I said, I think that the house is like a physical manifestation of their relationship, and it was interesting. I did enjoy it. Like I said, I thought the horror elements were kind of took a back seat to the rest of it, and it did feel kind of young adult-ish. And I don't know if that's just because the main characters were teenagers, or if that's what Josh Malerman was maybe going for. And that's not a criticism necessarily. Like I did enjoy this book quite a bit. It's short. I think I read it in a couple days. So if you're interested in kind of a romance novel that's kind of also a haunted house novel, this is not a bad one. I would say I would recommend this book. So, A House at the Bottom of the Lake by Josh Malerman. Check it out if any of that sounds like something that you would be into. Please, like and subscribe if you want to see more content. I do have a couple more videos planned. I mentioned in my last video that I haven't had as much time to read lately as I had in the past, because I started school and I started a new job. So I'm going to keep pumping out as much content as I can. Reviews might slow down a little bit just because, like I said, if I'm not reading as many books, it's hard to do reviews of them. But I'm going to keep the channel active, so yeah, subscribe, and then you can get notifications when new stuff comes out. So anyway, thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time. Peace.